What's up, Cajun? How are you, sir? Don't recognize the handle. If you knew, feel free to let me know where you're from. I'm assuming Louisiana. But we're just working on a few projects here. I've got a stove cover for the rookie here that we've made, and it's engraving in enclosure Zilla. Unfortunately for me, this was not one of my designs, and somebody forgot to take all the white space out of it. So we've been talking about the importance of removing white space from your designs. So that's why we're taking so long. It's because this guy built the design, not me. This is my buddy Bill. I've known Bill since fourth grade. Yeah, since the fourth grade. We've been friends. He works with me. We worked together for a while, and he was into pigeons and stuff like that. But due to some medical problems with pigeons and the dust they create and all this, he got out of pigeons. And I'd been trying to get him to do woodworking because I think it's more fun than pigeons. But now he's getting into it. He's learning lasers. He's doing a really good job. Like I said, that design as far as the logo that's being put on there, he created that in LightBurn and emailed it to me. The stove cover itself, we opted because it was unique and it had to have the holes for the handles for the knobs to push through. We decided that it was easier to do on a CNC, so I threw it together in V-carve and we cut it out on the CNC, the whole thing, like the outer cut, the hole for the handles or the knobs and everything. And the reason for this one is what happened with the other one. The reason we're making this one, why are we making this one again?
Oh, I haven't made one yet.
No, you said that they had to replace the stovetop.
Oh, it's got a flat glass stovetop, and behind it, the backsplash deal has a little shelf, and the cat got up on the shelf and knocked something over. It hit the corner of the glass top and cracked it all the way across.
So they want something that in the future,
Yeah.
if something
Protect
falls
that glass.
on the glass, it won't break. So there you go. There you go, Steve. That's why. I don't know how much that cost, but I'm sure it wasn't free.
Oh, no, it's a couple hundred. I mean,
Yeah.
I think one of our buddies was born, he replaced it.
Yeah. So a couple $100 later, they decided they wanted something to put on it to make sure if something tips over and falls and lands on the glass, it doesn't break it. So there you go. I've also got a design that I've got to work on, and I figured I'd be doing that, and I'm going to let Bill kind of shoulder surf and walk him through the process of how I come up with designs, so maybe he can take some tips home. And I figured while I was at it, I'd let you guys tag along also. And if you haven't already, I've been trying to get some folks to kind of go stir up his notifications, because he does have a YouTube channel that's in its infancy, so to speak. And he was doing a lot with animals, but like I said, he's me and him. He was with me when I lost part of my finger to a table saw one time years ago, which luckily it reattached. Yeah, I got a little less sensation in this finger than I do in this one now, but luckily it reattached. Because at about 16 years of age, I almost lost my finger to a table saw. So he was present when that happened. So we've been doing woodworking stuff together for years through ag class and stuff like that.
We were 18, we were seniors.
Was we 18? You didn't have to tell him we was 18. 16 to 17 sounded better. Yeah, 16 or 17 sounded better, because 18 I should have
knew better.
18 I should have known better. But now y'all got to understand, we were working with my dad's like 1950s table saw, and it was lacking any safety equipment. But it took my fingernail and like part of my finger right here, but it was still like attached somewhat. And so we were able to put it back on there and take a little duct tape and some super glue and put everything back together, and I've still got it. So we're good. But he was present, and I'm going to blame it on lack of supervision from him, the reason I did it.
I have a back turn. I was working on something else.
But I just dropped the link to his channel over there if y'all go check it out. He's, like I said, he's a rookie, so bear with him. I'm being very critical of his videos, trying to teach him how to edit and stuff that I had to learn the hard way. So y'all just be patient. But he's got some pretty good ideas in what he's doing, so you can go over there and clack attack that video that he's got about lasers if you want. But tonight we're going to be taking a logo. I got a local business in town that's doing a grand opening next week. And one of the ladies that works there knows me, knows what I do, and she's like, "Hey, is there any way possible you can make us a couple of door hangers using our custom logo and have them ready by next Wednesday?" And so I was like, "Well, I mean, yeah, I can." So that's what I'm going to do tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be making a prototype for this design. It's going to be a miniature because I don't want to waste a lot of material on it in case it doesn't get the approval. I'm pretty sure it will, but just in case. So we're going to move down to LightBurn right quick, and I'm going to show you what I've done. I'm just basically bringing an image in, and we're going to go from there. We're going to build a door hanger design out of this logo, which is going to be a little challenging, but it's not nothing too fancy. So if some of y'all are really good at LightBurn, you're probably not going to learn anything, but maybe at least I can entertain you for a little while. So let's get down to the bottom screen and work in some LightBurn.
In case you hadn't seen the comment, Kilroy.
What is it?
Kilroy's blaming you for.
Kilroy said it's my fault.
Yeah, he got his new laser. Told his wife it's your fault.
Oh, Kilroy blaming lasers on me? Well, I hope you don't live anywhere nearby, Kilroy, because I don't need any more people hating on me. But this is the logo they sent me. They emailed it to me. I begged and pleaded to get a decent PNG, and I'm going to go with decent on this PNG. We're not going to call this one awesome because it does, if you zoom in, it does pixelate. So what we're going to try to do is I'm going to try my best to shrink this thing down a little bit to hopefully hide any of those little anomalies. And then I'm going to trace the image and try to get as much detail out of my trace as I possibly can. And oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. And maybe get some nice clean edges. And it looks like we were successful. And I don't really know if that helps or not, guys, but I've gotten to a habit of shrinking them to basically increase the resolution of what I'm tracing. And then once I trace it, then I'll blow it back up. I don't know if that actually helps or not. But you know, if it does, I'm going to claim that as a tip. So this is their logo. It's an M. What they're wanting is they're wanting to hang this on a door. And as you can tell by looking at this, guys, it's going to be multiple pieces. So what I've got to do is I've got to come up with a way of connecting all of this, but maintaining that M like that. My thoughts are that I'm going to take this is going to be my outer layer right here, all these black parts, and then I'm going to create a sub layer behind this. I'm going to paint it white, and it will basically, the only purpose for it is going to be to make this M full and kind of hold these pieces together so that it's all one part. So that's going to be what I'm going to attempt to do. So first thing I'm going to do, because I don't want to screw this up, is I am going to copy that and paste it over here. And the reason I'm copying and pasting is because I want these to be exactly the same size. Now, this is going to end up being a cut, and it's quite easier to work with lines. So we'll go ahead and convert those over to my cut layer. Shrinking versus enlarging an image does not make it. Yeah, like I said, it probably doesn't help. But if you look at the graphic when it's blowed up, especially if it's crappy like that, it kind of seems to hide the little rough corners. I don't know. Like I said, I had to do a scientific test one day, but until then, that's the way I'm going to do it. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I need to combine all of these shapes. All right, well, one problem that I have with this is there's not really an easy way to combine all these shapes other than good old-fashioned node editing. So I'm going to ungroup all of these guys. And like I said, guys, not a professional. There's 1,000 ways of doing this. If you don't like my way, then by all means, do it differently. But I try to get a result using the tools that I know how to use and doing it as quickly as I can. And so I'm just going to go in here, remove any parts that need to be removed in order for me to connect all of this. And so now I've got, that's kind of off to the side. Let's see, what's that look like on the main one? Okay, so that's just an anomaly. We can get rid of that one. So I'm going to go in here and get rid of all of those. And the E used to work. I don't, it doesn't seem to be working for me today. Used to, you could extend it using the, what is it, shortcut E. But we're just going to do it manually. I wish it would snap. I'm a little spoiled with V-carve. Okay, there it did. It went. It finally snapped. All right, so we'll connect that one. I'm gonna go up here, and I'm gonna drag this one down here on top of that one. Try to get them to connect. Okay. I'm gonna hit S to take those little brackets off of there. All right, so I got that one. Got that one where it'll connect. Now I need to do this one. Technically, with this guy here, I don't need to node edit it necessarily. I think I can just drag this one up until I get them to intersect. All right. Now I should be able to just select that one, stick them together. That should work. Now I just got to connect this part to this part, but I need to come off of this line to go to here and off of this line to go here. So we're going to go back. I'm going to edit this again. Let's see here. Let me try to make it. Let me try to draw a line. I think this will be easier just drawing a line. So I'm going to go from, say, right here. Try to get that as straight as I can. Draw it to there. Right click to exit. Then I'm going to go from here, right there. And I'm just going to try to drag this down as straight as I can to there. Right click to exit. Now I can do a little node editing. We'll go in here. Insert me a point right on top of this line. And then I'm going to go over here on this side. Delete that tail. Click this one. Alright. Put me another node right there. Click on that one. Wait a minute. I better not delete that one until I make sure I got it. Okay, I'm good. Alright, delete that one. Then we'll go down here. I'm going to do the same thing, basically. I'm going to delete that because I don't need that curve. Drag that on down to there. Actually, I don't need that. Delete that. And delete that. Go over here. Where these two lines intersect. Insert me a node right there using I. Click on that one. I'm going to do the same thing here using I. Alright, go over here and hover over that one. Delete that line. Delete that line. Now, hopefully, that has it to where all my pieces will stay together now. So I'm just going to make sure, I'm going to hit Alt-J just to make sure everything's joined. There we go. Alright. As another precaution, I'm going to select open shapes. Yes, I still have an open shape somewhere in here. Right there. Right there. Okay. Yep, there's the problem. Take that out. Too much. Not a problem. Did that just snap that easy? It did. All right, edit. Select open shapes. Not seeing it. Let's see here. I think we're good. I think they got it. All right, so now I'm going to group these so they don't move. Well, they're already grouped. So take that one, stack them. All right, the outer one, the one that's going to have all the cuts and stuff, I'm going to change that to a different color so I can do them one layer at a time. There we go. Oh, that looks confusing. Let me change that to black.
Okay, Gordon, thank you real quick. His comment, he saw my video the other day.
Oh, did he?
It's a really nice project on the table. Gordon, without Clack, I wouldn't understand none of this.
I don't understand it half the time.
Like I said, he's helped me out. I call him all the time here today. Got a quick question, turned into a 30-minute conversation, but yeah, appreciate the comment.
But anyway, you get the idea. So this is going to be my bottom layer. And then I'm going to take these little parts right here. These guys will actually be painted black and end up stuck to this. Now, one thing that I do need to do to kind of help me make sure I put everything where it goes is I'm going to duplicate that one, and then I'm just going to hold control, click that. I want to overlay that, and I'm going to put a score on top of the cut there to kind of mark for alignment so I can get everything perfect. And that's just because I'm a little OCD. So now I just need a piece of wood. So Bill, let's find some wood. There should be some wood around here somewhere. I'm gonna need a size for the A7. A little dust on it. All right. Well, been messing with my darn cameras again. I forgot about that. I think that's the right one. Yeah, that looks right. All right, let's get back down to LightBurn for a minute. I'll catch up with the comments while this is burning, guys. It won't take but a minute now. All right, so move the machine to my park location to get it out of view of my camera here. Once I get it up there, I'm gonna update my overlay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop both of these guys in here. Like I said, one of them is gonna be a line and a cut. The other one is just gonna be a line and a cut. The other one's just gonna be a cut. We'll go 15 millimeters a second on that, just to make sure. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna sort my cuts last because I want that little thin line to be painted first. So we'll do that. And everything else looks good. Framing it up just to be sure. I am not using the red crosshair on mine. I've got mine set up to use the blue diode. I wish there was a way to turn that red crosshair off because I do not like it. Personal preference. Some folks love it, just not this guy. All right, so get this back on the screen. Start it, and we'll answer some questions and read some comments. So let's see what we got here. 3HP said he ripped his fingertip in a door years ago. Yeah, my daughter did. She didn't quite rip hers off, but she did a number on hers when she was a kid that way.
I still have all 10 of mine. I don't know how, but still got them.
Yeah. Kilroy said, just got my new laser due to watching my channel. Told the wife it's your fault. I guess I need to start putting a disclaimer on my videos that I'm not responsible for purchases made by your husbands.
We don't give the address out.
You know what somebody didn't do while they were talking?
What did you not do?
I ain't set the focus. Luckily that thing's got, whoa, I ain't turned the fan on either. Luckily that thing's got a heck of a beam on it. It'll probably still cut it. It's the laser's literally firing like 2 inches to the material. Oh, that's why it's one reason why it's smoking so much. Yeah, look how far up it is. Now it probably is still going to cut it. It's just going to have a heck of a curve. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's what happens when you're. That's what happens when you're talking. Bill, yeah, he said you saw your projects. Yeah, he literally. How long has it been since you got the laser?
According to LightBurn, the free trial, I've had it for 23 days.
23 days. He's had his machine.
It,
So not long at all. It's clean dropping. It is clean dropping, like 3 inches out of focus over here. Look at this. It is dropping this stuff, and that beam, guys, is way out of focus. Like it's I didn't even hit the focus button. It's the darn Z-axis is all the way at the top. Golly. That's why we call it the lightsaber. It did snag a little bit right there.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's barely, though. It's barely.
Yeah, we're going to start that over, though.
But that ain't surprised me, though. I mean,
Hey, that thing is a beast, sir. All right, let's get LightBurn back up because somebody, well, that wrong instance. Somebody messed that one up bad. Oh, now I got to reposition. All right, let me get that right there and that right there. That ought to work. Did I turn every bit of that into?
Don't forget to do your focus.
I think I turned every bit of that into a. I did. What a deep today. All right. No wonder that one didn't. I was wondering why that one didn't cut out. So I gotta hit that one, that one. All right. So let me go down here and move the machine into the middle of the work area. All right. We're gonna need to focus this time. All right. Got that happening. All right. Now we will frame. Yep. My cameras are usually pretty close, so not too studied about it. All I'm just trying to keep from going into those holes. All right, so let's start this again. We got the air on now. I need to put me a little thing on here to remind me to turn the air on. But anyway, got it going again now. So that is the Atom Stack A70, the lightsaber. That thing rocks, by the way, guys. I mean, it is fast. What can I say? Person's I never fail to learn something. I appreciate it. Mr. Frank says he never fails to learn something watching my videos, even if this is useless, right? What's up, Josh? How are you? Got my F1 this morning. Let me throw this up on the screen here. Got my F1 this morning at 8 a.m. Then got an email 15 minutes later saying the F1 Ultra would be coming out soon. Yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've saw it, and I think somebody asked earlier, if you believe every email you read, yes, I'm supposed to be getting my hands on the F1 Ultra. I don't usually count it until I come home and find a box. I think I'm supposed to be getting it. That's my understanding. Now, a lot can change. You never do know, but hopefully I will. Mike said, always learning when watching your videos, even when it's just a few minutes. I appreciate that, Mike. Back to trucking, he says. So be careful out there, man. I don't know. I'll tell you, I feel for you truck drivers these days because there's so many crazy people on the road. And William Downer said he has a turquoise hand wave. So I appreciate you. Did you see something that I missed?
One guy had a question.
A question? Oh, how do you get the field view? Okay. Okay. Are you talking about like when, like say if I change this to black, is that what you're talking about? How do you get it to feel like that instead of being just wired? If that's what you're talking about, we'll go down to, well, you can't even see my screen. Hang on. Is this what you're referring to? Is being able to see the black filled in like that? Okay, what you're going to want to do is go up to Window, and you have these options right here. You got wireframe coarse, which is going to look like that. Then you got wireframe smooth, and then you have field coarse and field smooth. To be honest with you, other than if you put it on field smooth when you're node editing, it can be helpful. Like if you go to wireframe smooth, this actually can be easier for node editing. Me personally, unless it's something real complex, it's easier to just change it to a line and then change it back. But if it is something real complex, you can change that over and it makes it a little easier to edit the nodes. But typically I run mine on field smooth. Originally, I think the difference between smooth and coarse was smooth requires a little more graphics power, but guys, LightBurn's not that resource intense. So if you have a decent modern computer, you shouldn't have a need necessarily to go to smooth. You could stay on coarse if you wanted to. I really can't tell a whole lot of difference. I just run smooth because smooth sounds better. But yeah, that's how you do it right there. Just go to window, and you have these view style buttons right here. That changes that. Or you can just toggle this to toggle it from wired to coarse. Either way. And there's actually shortcuts for every function in LightBurn, if you can remember those. Personally, I just use the buttons. All right, so Lightsaber has finished up with the prototype. Let's see if this is going to work the way I want it to. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you guys how easy it comes out. Oh, had a hanger.
Barely.
Well, it literally was not hanging because of any material. It was hanging because of geometry.
Yeah.
You want? All right, I'm gonna award Bill this tiny star for good work today. Even though I did almost fire him because he kept staying on his phone earlier. He almost got fired on his first day. So.
I get some glue put on my forehead.
Yep. So now, these little pieces here need to be black for my prototype. The base needs to be white. So, can I trust you to make things black and white?
I'll try.
Well, give me a minute, guys. He may need supervision. I've never seen him with a can of spray paint.
I still got all my fingers. You're missing a piece of one of yours.
All right, we're gonna go with. We're gonna be using Rust-Oleum 2X. And no, guys, I'm not sponsored. I don't even know if Rust-Oleum knows who I am. I just like their paint. But we're gonna go spray these real quickly. It's just a prototype, but we gotta get it sprayed. That way they get the full effect. Be right back. If you need to go get a glass of tea, use the restroom. Now's a good time. All right. All right, so he's got some training on spray paint too. I need to make sure I notate all that on his training report. And it appears that the stove cover has completed burning. So, sir, you may remove your stove cover and move on to sanding now. Yep.
Sure about that.
Well, check your engraved before you move it, but it looks pretty good to me.
I already looked at it.
Yeah. You want to set it on the table over there and I'll show it to him. Hey, hit that switch over there. We'll be quiet.
Yep.
Right side. There you go. There we go. All right, guys. Stove cover is out. And there you go. So now goes the preparatory phase. I think he's decided he's going to do the rest of the work at his house, at his shop. But he had never done one, and I kind of want to use CNC on it to do that little pocket. So we did that.
Turned out real good.
Yeah, it's going to require a little sanding if you want to touch it up and everything. Then we can see what it really looks like. Well, yeah, you got to. I don't want people thinking it looks all burnt up. All right, where's your star at? You lost your star.
Lost the star?
Yeah, I'm taking the star back. You lost your star.
I lost my gold star.
But yeah. Say good help's hard to find around here. But see what he's doing. Is it looking good yet?
Let's gotta blow it up.
Yeah, you're gonna need to get some air over that. It's over there. It's over there. All right, yeah. It's gonna get a little dusty. Gonna get a little dusty up in here.
For a second.
Look at that. Look at that. Did you get all my little pencil marks off of it where we put the pencil marks
Yeah, I
on?
had one kind of center spot. I got a light one, but I'll just have it.
All right. Let's move that where they can see it a little bit here. Look at that. Looking nice, guys. Looking nice. That's the 40 watt, 180 millimeters a second, 100% power, 1 millimeter over focused high with air assist. I run my Pine 1 millimeter high on my focus with air assist to get a darker burn. If you perfectly focus it, it tends to burn yellow. So there you go. But yeah. So Miss Sharon says Mark said he got the MK2 XW 30 watt pre-ordered. Congratulations there, Mark. I hear that's going to be a lot bigger machine. Bill got to see the MK2 running a while ago. I was cutting some stuff with it while we had the other machines tied up, and he got to see it run. And when it went from like one cut over to the other, it was like, and he's just he's like, what did it just do?
Like a little mouse running across the room, it just zipped. You have to watch close.
Yeah, it moves fast. So he got to see it work. We did a few things with LightBurn. Went over his file, showed him how I set my stove covers up. He's wanting to get a bigger machine and build an enclosure Zilla of his own, but he's like I said, he's only been in it less than a month, and so you're gonna have to slow his roll a little bit on buying wood and building enclosures until he can get some money coming in. But I got quite a few jobs today that I got to do. This is one of them. They want 2 of these door hangers that I'm prototyping, the ones that I showed y'all right here in LightBurn. Which, speaking of which, let me save this file before I forget and turn into an idiot and have to build it all over again. Customer images. I don't know why it won't make me take me to my new folder. There it goes. Oh, there it went. Where's my folder? Go. I'm not even sure I'm getting this right.
It's a UI on the end of it. You put it in there.
It's what?
It's SWEENEY. If you put it on, I can't see
SWENNEY.
Yeah,
That's why I got it. I mean, surely I'll know which one that is.
You good? I just know that 'cause I had it on the video. Make sure put the E between the.
All right, so I've got that saved. So, and then here's Bill's design. And did you like I'm guessing you probably borrowed some stuff and then added your lines here and the text.
Oh, yeah.
So you probably kind of find this somewhere on a PNG or something.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But that's his design that he came up with that we burned a minute ago. So we can close that now. We're through with that, and that's his file. So I won't be saving that one. Although I should. I ought to put a Clack Shack sticker on the back of it. Like I do Klein.
Yeah.
Yeah, the MK2s, the one thing that I will say is you got to be patient with the MK2s because Leo and them, like I said, they'll do batches, but they don't, and I guess that's one way of keeping costs down is you're not going to have any machines just sitting around that's not going to sell. Because they'll do batches and they'll do a batch, and push out however many, and then they'll do another batch. So there is going to be a waiting period unless you just get lucky and hit it at just the right time. But they're great machines. I like mine. Like I said, the work area is not as big as some. It would not, if I had, everybody always asks me, if you only had one machine, what would it be? Well, of course, it's going to be the one with the biggest work area because I do my stove covers and I do other jobs. Because you can always do smaller things on a bigger machine, but you can't do bigger things on a smaller machine. So that's the XL or XW that they're making. That is going to be a game changer for Rolly and for the MK2 series because it's going to allow you to do a lot bigger stuff, and that's been one of the only limiting things about the machine. So that's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, if you hadn't already, go check out Bill's YouTube channel. I think I dropped the link down there below. He's working on it. Be kind. You know, we're also having editing and thumbnail class. So be he's learning, but he's a really good guy. I can vouch for that. And he knows a little bit about lasers, and hopefully he's gonna get better at it. Oh, magnetic air assist nozzle. Yeah, Mark, magnets come in handy for stuff like that, especially if it's something that you have to take off and put back on. And I did hear Leo say that when he looked at the S1, he liked the fact that the air assist nozzle was magnetic. And so it wouldn't surprise me that they would take that idea because I agree. That is pretty cool. Just like the laser for the giveaway, which, guys, if you haven't already found out, I've got the ASMR little 6-watt, which does a really good job. Hang on, let me go grab my little project.
So you want to go get it put on the table for me to see?
Yeah, I got it right here. So here's my little project I did. Testing the engraving capability of the little ASMR earlier. Check the detail out on that. That's pretty awesome. It turned out really good. Now this is some really thin basswood. I'm gonna have to try to find out where they got it. It's to be as thin as it is. It's actually pretty sturdy. But I was looking for an image to use to test, and we had an event the other day, and one of our canine handlers took a picture with her dog, and so instead of just making something that ended up in my little giveaway box or ended up in the trash, I thought, well, I'll just get a picture that I can at least give it to her when I'm done. And it's not just wasted material because I have hundreds of those things in a box. And when people come over and visit the shack, some of my local customers or whatever, I let the kids dig through there and pick things out. So instead of it ending up in that, I figured I'd give it to her and let her have fun with it. What's up, Dimitri? Well, see, there's the guy right there, the man, the myth, the legend. For all you MK2 owners or soon to be MK3 awaitees. There's the guy. He knows the Rolly better than the Rolly knows itself. So if there's a problem with the Rolly, he can or the Lasermatic, however, he can help you. But yeah. Hey, you're like famous, man. Like every time I go into the MK2 owners group or the Rolly Automation or whatever, Dimitri stays on it. He is always in there answering questions. Now I will say, Dimitri, I beat you to the punch with Miss Sharon. Miss Sharon was having an issue, and I don't know if you were out of town or you had something going on or whatever, but she reached out to me and was like, "Hey, Dimitri said it'll be a couple of days before he can help me. Can you help me get this fixed?" But luckily, I bailed you out. We got Miss Sharon's machine working fine, and it had nothing to do with the MK2. We found out that the USB hub that she was using, apparently LightBurn connection to the MK2 did not care for that USB hub. And so I sent her a link for a hub that I could verify, which is the one I'm using right over there, that does work with the MK2. And as far as I know, she's been having fun with her machine ever since. So yeah, if you do have any connection issues with folks, because that was one of the things that, of course, when we was troubleshooting it, first thing we did was, trace the wire back. And when I found out she had the hub, I was like, well, just on a whim, let's plug it directly into the machine, see what happens. And it was the hub. Apparently it was an older, because some of the older hubs don't necessarily address stuff properly for things to communicate. And apparently it was one of the older ones. And now that she's got her new hub, it is back going. So it wasn't a Lasermatic issue after all, but that's one I got on you. I did beat you to the punch on that one. Because Miss Sharon is always around, and she's one of my good followers. So I couldn't let her go without her machine because it came in like on a Friday, I think, and she was anxious to use it and get to using it, and then she ran into that problem, and she was having problems, and she messaged me and was like, I know it's the weekend, could you please? I think it was, wasn't it the weekend, Miss Sharon? And you was, and Dimitri had like had a trip or something. He was out of pocket for a day or two. But yeah. So we got her going. Good deal. And Steve now has a MK2. So now I expect Steve can actually help with some of the troubleshooting too, if he's still in here, Steve. If not, I can get Steve on a stick to answer for you. You got Steve on a stick?
If I can get my star back.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. You get your, here you go. You can have your star back. This is his star. He's gonna get this star for doing a good job. So there you go. And when he messes up next time, I'll take the star back. But yeah, guys. Yeah, it's a Steve stand-in.
Yeah.
So Steve, what are you doing in Minnesota today?
Oh, laser.
You kind of sound like Steve. Oh, he must not be in here because he ain't keyed up and said
I
nothing.
was gonna say.
But yeah, other than that, guys, I wonder if our paint's dry enough to mess with without getting it all over our
That's
fingers.
quick drying paint. You go check
Well,
it.
I know it is. Yeah, if you want to. And that was some thirsty wood too, so it's probably dry. I only did one little coat because this is a prototype. Because they want the thing 20 inches, and instead of me wasting a piece of 20-inch wood, I just grab one of my little cutoffs over here. I do basically a miniature mock-up of what it's going to look like, and then send them the picture. Once they say, yeah, that's what we want it to look like, then I'll do the two 20-inch versions. Yeah, we did a little bit of real. Is it dry enough? Now, y'all think I should let Bill do the gluing?
Really?
Does he know how to work? Are you going to glue your fingers together?
Yeah, I might do that. I have done that a few times. That I might do.
All right. So, and for this, we're going to be using, and I got just waiver. This was free over in Georgia. It's Total Boats version of CA glue, and I've been using it pretty regular. It works pretty good. So that's what we're going to be using. It's just basically it's CA glue, but it's Total Boats version. So at Total Boat, whatever. We'll move y'all over to this other camera. All right, so
Don't have my glasses on, so I can't see.
you got your glasses. Oh, we ain't letting you work the
I
glue.
ain't gonna say I got my glasses.
All right, so we're gonna dry fit it first. That's gonna go there. This piece will go like there.
Get straight down.
That one's gonna go there, and then this one will be here. So that's what we're gonna do. Goes over. This one goes over. I'm just gonna put a little drop because, like I said, this is just a prototype. So I just need it to hold together long enough for them to approve the design. And we'll be done with that. So we'll start with this piece. Get this lined up. This stuff sets pretty fast.
I was gonna say.
You got to make sure you get it where you want it when you start pressing it.
You know, I make the accelerator for it, but I don't
I've
think
got
you
some
need it.
accelerator over there, but this stuff sets fast.
That's
So.
what I'm saying. I don't think you ever need the accelerator. Cause it does pretty quick.
Now, I don't have any Total Boat accelerator. But I've got Type Bond and some other cheap knockoff accelerators. Alright, look behind you. There's some black weights over there. Hand me one of them weights. Right there by the table saw. Right there behind the table saw.
They're hiding.
Yep, they're black and they're hiding. Well, you could have reached in from the back.
Well, look, I found
I just need one that weigh about 10 pounds a piece. There we go. All right. All right, so we're gonna let that set for just a second. It's actually getting tacky already, so it should be done in a minute. I'm gonna take these off. Disregard the hairdo. He's gonna put Steve up since we have the real Steve.
They can watch overs.
Y'all don't care.
Do
All
I
right.
need to go bald?
No, I'm good.
Johnny.
No, I'm good. All right. Let's see. What machine did Steve on a stick get? Steve got himself a new MK2. Did you get the 30 watt, Steve? I'm assuming 30 watt. Because if he hadn't got the 30 watt, I would have heard about it by now.
He got 30 watt. He commented.
Burn Car Prince said in his old meeting, if you were not present in a meeting you were supposed to be in, you were assigned to all the action items. Yeah, that's the way it works. If you're the guy not there, you get voluntold. Sound. Oh, did my camera not, when I switched over to the, yeah, it's probably not set up right on my Logitech. Hang on, let me take a peek. I've got the wrong screen. I don't have I can't see my audio when I got all this other stuff up. So let me close some of this stuff and see. Hang on, let me look, see if that's what it is. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, it sounds like my sound's working. Okay, maybe that wasn't directed at us. Not sure. Traded Steve for Mr. Clean. Oh, you done got a nickname. You done got a nickname, Mr. Clean.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you do kind of look like that guy. Hang on. What's that? Let me see.
Oh, goodness. Oh, God. What have y'all started? Don't encourage.
Well, you are sitting exactly in the same
Yeah.
pose also. That doesn't help.
I had to go to the beard. You don't have the beard.
And you miss an earring.
Yeah, I'm not getting an earring.
I've got wireless mics, but I didn't hook them up because I was planning on being sitting right here. That's what it was. I was over there. The mic wouldn't pick us up. Y'all got wireless mics. He said he missed the burn, but he could still smell it. Cool. Yeah, so Steve's is the 30 watt. I thought it was, because if it wasn't, I would have heard about it. Why did it say, hey guys, welcome again? Why is it repeating my comments? What the heck's up with that? Whew. Always learning, but it's just a few minutes and back to truck. See, that's a comment I've already read.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Told him to be careful a while ago.
Yeah, why is it repeating comments? That makes no sense. Whatever. I think my software's broken, guys. All right, let's see if it's set.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is. I moved it a while ago.
Well, I didn't want to get playing with it. It fall off in my lap and then it'd hit in my lap.
Yeah.
Got it a little dirty, and they ain't got no clear coat on it. But all in all, I think it's gonna work. This will be a door hanger when I'm done, and it's gonna be. They said they wanted it 20 inches tall, so I figure because of this little thing here, but by the time I do it 20 inches tall, it's probably gonna be close to maxing out my width. So we're gonna be somewhere in that general vicinity. But let me take a picture of it and see if anybody's available for approval of the design. Oh, is Hobo going live tonight? Oops, he gonna be angry. He gonna be upset. What time's he going live? I don't want to step on his toes. He's a good guy. And we got other stuff we can be doing. I was just going to share with you guys, and like I said, get y'all to check out. Oh, he's already live. Ooh, what time did he go live? Let's see. Let's see what he's doing. He's making some gears. It looks like. Okay, y'all. Hey, y'all go over to Hobo's video and clack attack him right quick while he yeah. Let's clack attack him while he's live. I'm gonna watch the comments here if I can see the comments. But we're gonna get off of here and let him do his thing. We got other work to do. I got a few other projects I'm working on, but I just wanted to come in and let you guys know I haven't forgot about you. The content's coming. I've been testing the little 6-watt. Hopefully we'll be doing the drawing pretty soon. And like I said, go check out Bill's channel. It is in the comments over to the right, or you can just go look for Milk Money Mini Farm, and you can clack attack him too. Let's just clack attack everybody. So, yeah, go hit the live over at Hobo's. So I'm gonna go over and tune in myself. So I'll be in the comment section if you go to looking for me. But go over and check him out. Hobo's making some kind of redneck project he's got going there with some gears. And I'm not calling him a redneck. He's got it literally burned on the project. So y'all go check him out. Until next time, guys, check out Milk Money Mini Farms and stay tuned for more from the shack. So be safe and have a good day. You want to say bye?
See y'all later. Appreciate you tuning in.